Alright, here we are, boys. First podcast. How you guys doing today? I'll mute your mics.
15 orphanages.
Hello.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
This is why mom doesn't love you.
I already know that.
Alright. Well, welcome to the podcast. We're just gonna be doing what we want for a good hour straight, because that's what a podcast is.
No,
So-
it is?
Oh, really? Okay, well, let's start off real quick with Awesome. So, you want to tell us about your experience with podcasts?
Well, my first YouTube channel before my main one now was podcasts and little vlogs, but mainly podcasts. And that was what my first thing in YouTube was doing podcasts, and I haven't done it since. So it's great to get back in the line of things, you know, and start it up again. Shout out to Cosmics for starting something like this.
Yeah. We'll also have guests. If you guys want to ever come on the podcast, I will leave a link to our Discord server where you can do our form so you can join. And, you know, we're always welcoming people, so make sure to come and stop by. Yeah, and, so, what are you guys doing right now? It's just weird, because it's
podcasting.
We're doing podcasting, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Podcast,
let's all right. Let's talk about the new consoles, the new
I,
generation.
Oh,
I-
yes. Yes.
The refrigerator and the internet router, and if one hits it, it falls over.
Okay, so what do you guys think about the PS5 and the Xbox X series?
I mean, honestly, I'm going first. Honestly, don't give a freak about you guys. But the PS5, if the wind hits it, that thing goes flying to a different continent.
Yeah.
But the Xbox is
Dude,
actually sturdy.
It looks
It's
like
I know it looks
Doofenshmirtz
like a
coat.
fridge. I know it looks like a fridge, but at least it
It
doesn't
actually
fall
makes-
when wind
Yeah,
falls over. Hits
So
it.
a tip of advice for everybody: do not put a fan near your PlayStation 5 or like blow
Dude,
it over.
that shit do be looking like the goddamn Doofenshmirtz jacket, though.
The only reason that I want a PS5 is because of the exclusive Spider-Man game. I'm a pretty big Spider-Man
The thing-
nerd. I
What are
love
you,
Spider-Man.
gay?
That's the one thing that does suck about the
No.
Xbox X series. They have like no special games on it. It's literally the
Xbox-
same generation.
Yes, it's
The
literally Halo from fucking
Fortnite.
Gen
They have
4.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
They
I know.
have Fortnite.
Halo also, Halo just sucks so bad. Like,
Halo 3 is where it's at.
Recently
Is where
it's
what
always
came out.
sucked.
Yeah, because they sold it to
After-
a different company like retards because
yeah,
they
yeah.
thought they would still do good to make the game good.
That's
But
what
where'd
every
that
company
go?
thinks, and where does that go? Like,
To the
um,
stratosphere.
yeah. Like,
Poor Minecraft.
I'm on Minecraft. I'm blowing up villages and
what did we
putting
say about
villagers in a
What did
chemical.
we say about playing
Chemical
games
compound.
while
I thought we were-
doing the thing?
Oh
we were
my bad.
podcasting.
I'm definitely doing the podcast.
All
I
right,
was testing to see if you guys were saying could I join so I
So,
can because you slacking.
if you guys also, you guys, you know about Unisonics, right?
Nah, what's
Who?
Unisonics?
Yeah,
Who-
what's it?
I made a video about it on my YouTube channel.
You have a
You guys
YouTube
hear about
channel?
that? Yeah.
What?
You guys
You
hear
have a
about that?
YouTube-
Yeah.
I
Did
wouldn't
you
have
guys know
guessed.
about that? Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't.
I didn't even know you guys had a. I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel.
I'm
When did you know-
subscribed. I'm subscribed.
Yeah, I'm subscribed too. Definitely.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow,
No,
wow.
really, I am subscribed.
Wow.
Hey,
Try me again. What's your YouTube channel?
Yeah. It's,
What's YouTube?
I wonder.
Yeah,
I
what's
can only
your
wonder for
Discord
so
name?
long, guys. Oh jeez. So, what do you guys have like any cool talents? I mean, really, all I'm doing right now is
Yeah, I can blow up orphanages
no.
Yes,
in
that
30
is
in
very
3 seconds.
Nice,
I'm a
actually.
skilled artist.
Nice, actually.
I'm good at being a professional Fortnite
All
player.
right. Well, then you don't have to answer if you don't have one.
I'm really good at
Well,
asking for
basically,
things.
I gotta say
That's my
I gotta
talent.
say, more challenges along the way, though. You guys can join that as well. So,
Oh yeah, and I'm really good at winning challenges.
and basically, if you want any of the newest updates and all that, just go to my Discord that we're in right now.
Hey, you should do a challenge for
Yeah,
the PS for
and
either the PS5 or the Xbox Series X.
Exclusive access to a Minecraft server
Yeah, no.
that I
Um,
made.
I might do that.
So, would you like to tell us about your rampage that you did on your PC? Awesome. the exact specifications you added to it that costed some amount of money?
Which one? Which one are we talking about?
You have multiple?
I gotta close my
you have
window.
like how
Jesus
many
Christ.
monitors?
17.
Currently, I only have 4 running, but
Currently.
usually
only,
I have 6.
Only.
6.
Only.
Who needs 6? Please tell me what
Who
every
needs
single one of them
6?
do.
Okay, well,
What does everyone do?
well, okay, I have one.
Once you're monitoring the kids in the basement.
It's like just a huge like a security cam web shop. Like
Actually, I've done that before.
you just see you just see like a little kid trying to steal some vodka and he runs into a door. Like, oh.
I mean, to be honest, I could see 4. I have one for Discord, one for recording, one for my actual game, and then maybe one for chat. And then after 4, then it gets a little bit excessive.
You wanna know how to save money? You wanna know how to save money? You
Don't buy
only-
4
Don't be
monitors.
Yeah,
awesome.
don't buy multiple monitors. Just use
Yeah.
them for use one monitor for like multiple purposes, and then maybe add a second one on for other purposes.
Yeah, it's
Like-
probably a good idea.
Like you
I didn't-
sound like
Yeah.
that girl back in 2008 who was like, "Hi guys, please go into my GoFundMe. I accidentally destroyed one of my MacBooks because my mom and dad wouldn't buy me another
Oh.
one for Twitter."
Yeah,
Do you
I
guys
remember that.
remember that? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm
She
gonna
was
make a
bawling her
GoFundMe
eyes
right
out of when she's literally surrounded by an army of MacBooks.
I've seen that before, but
Oh.
different
JoJo
colors.
Siwa? Question mark.
Oh fuck!
And
I
JoJo
spelled
Siwa, she looked like
GoFundMe
the
wrong.
emo number 2. Like she
All right,
looked-
what's our next question, Cosmic?
Well, nice. You got anything special in you?
No, I mean, I'm really good at asking for things.
How many things have you? Can you tell us how much you've asked for?
I'm honestly thinking I might be hitting that 1,000 mark soon. I might have a record.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have a party when we're
You've
having
asked for more money than there is in the world.
Yeah. Honestly.
No, I mean I definitely don't ask for $2
What is it you
billion.
said 5 minutes ago? Can I have $100 billion?
No, that's a real number.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not
Why
that-
would I
that's not
ask
all
for
of it
that
in the
low?
world, though. That's
Why
not-
would
No,
I
but
ask
think about
for
that
that
every
low?
day. He has
Why
that
would I
amount.
ask for that low? That's such a
that
low number.
How much? What do you think is average for asking?
At least on average, on
trillion?
average, $16 trillion.
Jesus fucking Christ!
So, guys,
At
this is
least.
the end of the podcast here.
There are billionaires, just not
What about the cut
trillionaires.
funding?
Jesus Christ!
By the way, who's paying the bill?
Awesome.
Awesome,
Whoa.
motherfucker got 4 million.
Wait, guys, I got an idea. 3, 2, 1, not it.
Not it.
Awesome. Awesome was
I
last.
said it.
No, you were
The
last.
time
You were last.
Cosmic's awesome.
Wait,
What are we paying for? That's what
Bill.
Your bill.
I
The
honestly have
bills.
no
the bill
idea.
for what?
CosiCrew Podcast.
The Bill of Rights. Oh.
How much is it? How much is the bill, Cosmic? It's
Yeah.
what?
That's a lot
Okay.
of fucking
$40,
I'll write you a
$10 each.
check. I'll write
money.
you
Yeah,
a
yeah,
check.
right.
We all get
$5
$10
check.
each.
Yes.
Mom, who are you calling? You looked
I'm gonna get a
over here
lawyer.
like it was somebody important.
I'm gonna make a Instagram account.
Are you
and
calling
The
the
FBI
president
about-
of the United States?
Are you calling the president?
No, that's
I'm
something
gonna-
we should do. That's something we should do. We should make an Instagram account and like
And
all of us
pretend to
have.
be female asking for a sugar daddy and just
Be
get
fun.
like 30 items a day.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Who you calling?
I'm
Who
calling your
calling?
grandma.
That'd be fun.
Calling you.
Why,
Okay, alright.
school been-
All right.
why
let's talk
hasn't
about this.
school been canceled? Like 7 people have the virus. Are they trying to get a world record?
I know, right? School. Like I
It's
have
dumb. One thing that's dumb is why does school they close it? They
My
close
school
school
just
when
closed
like
down.
shut the hell up. So basically like 8 people have the virus, close every school. And then it's like 2 bajillion people have the virus. And then they close and they still have school open. Like they open it.
I know.
Well, my
Yeah,
don't
my
know
school,
that.
I have like 8 or 9 kids at my school that have contracted COVID.
Same. We're on a streak.
yeah,
I
wait
know,
till you
school
see-
on
not
a
only that,
kill
not only
streak.
that, listen. Literally, my school just closed this week because of how many we were getting.
Oh,
Nice.
my
Nice.
school's on a practical kill
So
streak
I think
at
you
this
need to
point.
get 13 because it's the
Nice.
unlucky number.
13,
Okay,
13,
so-
I bet.
Alright,
I'm
just
gonna
cough
have to
on
take.
everyone.
I'm
Cough
gonna
on
have to take
everyone.
one.
I
I'm
cannot
gonna have to
talk.
take one for the
Cough
team.
on everyone.
I'll have to take one
Yeah,
for the
cough
team.
on everyone,
Alright,
man. I'm gonna take
nice.
my mask
Nice.
off and everything.
Yeah.
What?
My school has 2,000 kids, about that much.
Only?
Yeah.
They sent home 1,800 for coronavirus.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, Awesome, you're still in school and go to work?
That makes no sense. How you have the time? Your day, and then you have all this
I
time.
thought
to
you
just
were like
sit here?
20, 30.
All right,
Jesus,
hold
I
on.
thought you
So
were
basically,
early
all right,
20s.
all right, listen. So you guys know about Unisonus, right?
No,
Yeah.
never heard of him.
So, did any of you guys watch any of the videos?
I watched 2
I
videos.
watched a couple videos.
Do you know
The
which
main
ones they
one-
were?
The last
The
one.
first video. I watched the first video.
No.
God, you missed out on a generations thing.
Well, I saw it on my For You page for
Don't
like
worry, I'm
YouTube.
sure.
For you page, what is this?
Okay,
TikTok?
No,
okay,
what is this,
recommended
Facebook?
picture, whatever you want to call it. Whatever recommend.
We cannot lie though that literally anyone who's on Facebook is always just, horrible.
Stealing content. Oh.
Yeah.
Boomer Karen. One of those two.
You guys want to know? You guys want to know something funny?
You have a Facebook
What?
page?
No, I don't have a Facebook page. But one time I was like hanging out with my friends or whatever. No, listen. And so I just got like a new scooter or whatever, and we just were doing
Damn.
scooter tricks at his place, right? And they were really shit. It was just literally us hopping off the ground, thinking we're fucking like top
Damn!
of the ranks. But basically, I told my friend, or no, not my friend, but his little brother is a complete retard. So basically, what we did is, so the way his driveway is it's really long, so fucking long, and then it goes down a huge ass hill. It's
That's what
steep
you
as
said.
hell. And we said to him, hey, go down the hill. You'll be really cool.
Oh.
And he went down the hill and he fucking face planted at the bottom.
Double fuck.
He's picking up speed.
Luckily, he landed like half in the grass, half on the pavement, so his legs and I got screwed. But he had so much mud on his face because it was the day like after a huge rainstorm.
You didn't happen to record that, did you?
No, I didn't have my phone
That's-
on me. That was hilarious. Though.
That's sad.
You guys have any occurrences like that?
Yeah, I had a friend. He had an older brother. Both of
You
us.
have friends?
Believe it or not, I used to live somewhere where I am accepted as a human being. All right, believe it or not.
Wow.
But yeah, I used to have a couple of friends.
Used to.
And then one day, a bus
Brayden,
stopped on the other
Raymond,
side of the
and
road
White.
where they were, and after the bus took off, they were never seen again.
Anyway, we
They're
convinced
gone.
his older brother to climb up a tree. He ended up falling off the tree, falling like a good 4 or 5 feet down
Hey,
off
that's
the
like my height. I'll be back.
No, it's my
Like, imagine jumping off my bunk bed. That's basically what he did.
That's not
That's
too bad.
not that bad. Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me of another story. So basically, I used to have this really, this friend and I met in 3rd grade, and we would always hang out. And he was a huge fan of WWE, so he would he was
I
into
know where this
wrestling
is
and all that.
going.
And so he moved into the house next door to me, right? And I went over to his house one time for a sleepover, and he was like, yo, you want to wrestle on the top bunk? And I said, sure. And so we started wrestling, and it was all fun and games, like no one was getting hurt. And then I grabbed him and I tried to swing him over to the other side of the bed, but instead I swung. I was halfway in through the swing, and then he horse kicks me off the fucking bunk bed, and I landed on the
I'm good.
hardest
I'm
wood
fine.
ever. And
I'm sorry.
the sound that I made was just
Oh!
Splat.
No, it was just a huge thump that was just like, I can't do it, but I mean, like,
I mean, you
landed
could
so
do it
hard.
again.
And I just
Jump
went,
up.
I just went, ah. And then, so, his mom walks in and was like, what the hell was that? And I
We had sex and have a nice
and I was
family.
just on the ground with my back on the ground, and I got my hand on my back, just going, oh.
I think you did a little bit too rough there.
I used to throw stuff at my brother's friends from my top bunk.
Oh,
Here, wait, you want me to go get my brother? I'll get my brother when Tanner comes back.
Why when Tanner gets back?
Why when Tanner comes back?
Because Tanner knows it. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I remember one time Tanner like flicked me in the eye with like a fucking scarf, and I just fucking like punched the shit out of him, and I feel really bad.
You know what I should do? So I have a great idea.
Yeah.
So I need to get all of you in on this while he's gone. So I take occasional trips up to North Carolina, right? Because I have a house in North Carolina. I live about an hour from
let me
Tanner's house.
pause you real quick. How many houses do you have?
2.
Just 2? I thought you said
Yeah,
3
okay.
last time. Why'd you lose the other one?
We're gonna talk about that. Okay,
Dad got
technically-
bankrupt, and now you're gonna
technically
lose
it's
another
not mine.
house.
Technically, it's not mine, but
So
still,
you're gonna be living
the
in
point
a
is-
shack
the
with
point
one
is-
monitor and a shitty PC.
I'll be like NiZe. Okay, the point is that I'll be going up there, and it's about an hour drive to NiZe's house. So I might just pay him a little visit. We can all just pull up his house.
Yeah, schedule the date, my guy.
Yo, buy some C4 and you're good, fam.
Because like he would have no idea that I'd be there. Like he'd be like, "Who are you?"
You feel like you want some drugs?
I gotta see his reaction for
Awesome. Do you got any like experiences that like Charlie and I have?
What is that supposed to mean?
Like, you know, where we got like thrown off something, or we got someone else like screwed up,
Oh,
or like you got in trouble, or are you literally that boring in your life you haven't had a single occurrence like that?
I remember one time I wrote that I'd kill somebody on my school paper.
your teacher probably right that they're like,
I almost got
Kids locked down
expelled.
the school
Yeah, I almost got expelled.
for just saying you're dead, Kyle.
Hi, I'm back. My mom
God,
yelled at me.
I
I'm
said I'd
scared.
Stab him and watch him bleed.
when you write somebody's kid, when some kid's name in the
Cosmic,
death
it's
note.
your fault.
Why is it my fault?
Because you didn't give me $2 billion.
God damn.
Is that why your mommy's mad?
Yep.
Damn.
Miss-
I didn't know your mom became money hungry.
Yep.
I wonder where NiZe gets it from.
Yeah, but Awesome, you literally have no experience like that, though.
Well,
Yeah.
With what? What are you guys
Yeah.
talking about?
We're talking about like experiences where we get like
Yeah,
we
well, I
get
have
in
a couple.
trouble, or we screw someone over or something. Like,
Hell yeah, who hasn't done that?
Awesome is acting like he's never had that happen to him before.
Awesome,
Alright,
shut
so-
the hell up. Just because you got
Oh,
$4
yeah,
million
yeah,
doesn't
come
mean
on.
you're a good
Hey, I
citizen.
No,
feel
he's
like
just
I have some of
isolated
those.
himself.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk to him. He has to buy his friends.
wow.
He's that kid that looked. He looks like that black kid though who had that haircut. He's like, "Yo, shout out to my boy at the salon." And Noah goes near me. He's like, "Hey guys."
The one kid in the back of the class that always brings his gaming headset. We all know that
No,
one
he's out.
kid.
He brings those action figures, and the teacher takes. He's like,
Hey,
"Hey,
I
that's
got one of
mine." You know, get him back at the end of class.
Yeah, I got him.
That literally happened to me.
Talking to my-
God, you're so sad. No wonder why you don't.
That was a
have friends.
long time ago. Okay. That was
What,
a long-
yesterday?
Hello.
Shut
I
up.
mean, probably a long time ago was probably yesterday.
Hey,
It
for
was like
him.
first grade. But
He's like,
First
First
he's
grade,
spending
aren't you in
money-
second grade?
I said first
Tanner.
grade.
Okay, well,
Listen to this.
you
listen to
literally
this.
have
Hello?
you literally have no like thing at all.
I have a lot of things.
Tell us one. God.
Okay, so
Just laugh.
I'm thinking
Hello.
about what to do because depending on who's listening to this, I don't want to offend anyone.
No one cares. I talked about a kid getting his face covered in mud.
Okay, so I had one this summer where I was at a undisclosed place. Which I'm not gonna mention.
Get out of my room.
Shut up.
Dude, it told me to come.
So
Okay.
pretty much our teacher, like our main staff member there, she was getting
Nice.
annoying, and we didn't like. I'm gonna mute
What?
somebody.
Alright, continue.
Are you done? Okay. So she was getting really annoying, and one day she decided to leave her office open. And being a group of intellectuals, all 13 of us,
The little shit
decided-
came in my room.
13.
There's 13 of us. When she left to go out to 7-Eleven, and
Jesus
nobody
Christ,
was
were
in
you
there.
Fucking child army in the school.
Well, it wasn't a school, but
It's all fun and games till we pull
we
up.
decided
What the
to
hell
take
was it? The
everything.
YMCA?
Close enough. We decided to take everything out of her office: her desk, her printer, her paintings off the wall. She came back, and there was just a pencil on the floor, and her whole office was gone.
Oh my
She
god.
was so confused. She was so mad.
Awesome.
She's like,
I
where did
remember
my
right now,
porn
I'm just
files
playing
go?
Reddit stories.
Imagine going into your teacher's office or your principal's office, and while they're out for a day, taking everything out of their office.
You guys want to know something funny about my teacher? Is
She was-
so.
Yeah.
Well, it's not funny, but she was just a huge dick. If you're watching this, I fucking hate you. So basically,
Dying of fire.
but listen. So
Done.
basically, this was 2 school years ago. So basically,
I like
in
bitches
sixth
and I
grade,
like
in sixth grade,
kids.
shut the fuck up. In sixth grade, I had this. I had this LA teacher, and she was always not strict, but just annoying. Her voice was even annoying.
You like jazz?
Yeah, she's like.
I think your teacher has some problem
teachers like that.
mentally.
Okay, get past that
Yes,
point.
they're
Get past that point though.
No.
So when it came to classwork, she was like, "Oh yeah, good. That's you're so good." But
So good.
other than that,
good.
so we had because I had
Extra credit.
because what our classes were like in sixth grade. We had 2 teachers, one for math and science, and then one for LA and writing. And so, when we switched, I had the math and science first, and then the LA. And after that, when we switch classes, we'd go in, and she'd be like, "All right, we're gonna do 10 minutes of she'd always change the time up. I don't know if she had ADHD and just couldn't keep the time at 10, but they would always change it, and we just sit somewhere in the room like we were fucking homeless men and just read. And during that time, my 2 of my friends were just sitting in one corner of the room, and we'd always just be fucking around and be whispering to the other students in the class, and so. Whenever that happened, she would get so pissed about it, and then she finally had enough and just split us all up, right? And after that, we just whisper because we were still whispering across to each other through the room, and she would and she was just picking on me only me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Do you not see them? And she obviously did, because she looked at him, gave him a stern look, but then when she comes up to me, she's like yelling at me like I fucking blew up the school. But and then one time none of us were talking to each other. We were just reading what we were supposed to fucking do. And then she walks back in the room, because sometimes she'd go out and do shit, I don't know, go print some porn pictures. But she would come back. She came back one time, and we're all just doing what we need to fucking do, right? And she just looks at me and says, "Hush!" And I'm like, what the fuck? And she would just be targeting me all the goddamn time, and acting like I'm the worst kid in the fucking class. And then I finally had enough of her bullshit. So I told her, because we had so after we'd move to LA, and then we'd have our lunchtime or whatever. And and I was just I said to her, "Can I have a talk with you in the hallway later this afternoon?" Because I just had enough with her bullshit. I wanted to tell her how the fuck she was acting, because apparently she was so.
You acting like a bitch.
Yeah, literally. And so apparently she didn't get the fucking message, because while I'm about to walk out with my food, because I would get a school lunch, and she just put her hand out in front of me when I walked on. I'm like, God damn, Jesus Christ. And she's like, "All right, you want to talk now?" I said, "No, when we're at the end of school." We're ready
So
to
I can run away after calling you a
that's
bitch.
not the reason. That's not the reason. But, and she's like, oh, okay. Acting like a fucking caveman. So she walks off at lunch, and the day goes on, and then after everyone's packing up, I finished packing up because I'm quicker than shit. And so, yeah,
grade,
because my friends and
everybody
I would
call
have,
your
no, my
teacher
friends
a
and I would have a
bitch.
race for who could like pack up fastest, and so.
Come on, Billy. Who's
No,
the fastest?
and then she asked me to come out in the hall because I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And so I'm telling her about it, and she's like looking at me so stern, like she's fucking just nodding her head to everything I do. And from that day on, she stopped picking on me, but started picking on my friends. Not even fucking with
That
me.
is fucked.
So Cosmics.
Yeah, so she literally gets enjoyment of just picking on kids. I wonder if she's still doing it.
So I have something quick to say.
No
what
wonder
you
why
said
everyone
about,
who came out of her classroom looked depressed.
Jesus Christ.
that's me.
That
So-
must be fucked.
Cosmics. From what you said, this reminds me of my middle school. So this was in a lockdown drill, right? We all know what lockdown drills are. So
No.
now we were in a computer class where we were like building computers, and we had 2016 MacBooks. So like whenever you're playing a game, you close it, and then as soon as you open it again, the game starts up. So some kid was playing like one of those vintage Indian fight games with like the really loud Indian music. He had the volume on full, and then when the lockdown drill started, he closed his computer, right? And so in the middle of lockdown, we were all silent. There was a guy checking the doors, right? He opened this computer full brightness. His Indian music, Indian fight music started playing, and then the teacher yelled at him to shut up. And some kid chucked a full-size desktop computer at him. Hit him with it.
Wait, where'd they chuck it to?
Shit.
Where'd they chuck it to?
And the kid that opened the laptop. You heard the metal, like it hit him in the head through the computer.
Jesus Christ.
And this was, by the way, it's like pitch black too. So you just hear-
2014 was a different time.
Yeah,
guys.
hold on,
My
pause,
God.
hold
Some kid just threw the computer at him. Just shut up.
Oh my God.
And then they tried to write up the whole class. The dean came and he's like, "You guys were so bad," and he gave the whole class referrals, and we like half of us didn't even do anything.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on. So tell me. All right. So they're like, all right, it's a lockdown. Everyone get down and where you need to be. And then they turn off the lights. Everything's pitch black.
Kid opens the
And then-
computer.
wait, no. Let me reenact it. Let me make the sounds.
Okay.
So here comes the opening the door. And then he just fucking opens up the laptop. And then you hear a kid just go. And then you hear like him picking up the Chromebook and then
Bang.
and then right in the face.
You just see the shadow, this like box shadow flying across the room.
I thought you would be able to see the kid's face because he had the Chromebook or whatever in his hand with the
But,
light
like,
on.
he opened it and then he like pushed it out in the middle of the room with the. So like he was
some
trying
kid
not
had to get up from where he was, go to his desk and grab his Chromebook and slap the kid.
We were all like underneath the tables on the floor in like the middle of the room.
Great
So, like,
shot.
pushed it there. Since we were in a computer room, we had like those school desktop computers like lined up on the
Yeah.
walls. Some kid just picked one up and threw it at him.
Wait, should they just like grab the Dell computer sitting on the fucking thing? They just ripped the cords out and threw the fucking monitor at him, the boxy shit.
Through the box. And the funny thing is nobody knows who did that. And he didn't, like, but everybody got written up for that. And the kid that just threw it.
Oh, that reminds me of another thing. In school,
It's great.
it was the same. It was last year. We were doing a fire drill or whatever, and literally, fucking my friend in the back is just so we have to line up in between cars because we're in the parking lot, and so this fucking this kid's a fucking retard. He just. All four of us were just in the back because we had like last names that were like further in the alphabet, and so he just would not stop, like when you wave your fingers across the car, it goes kind of like with glass. He kept doing that, and then he kept going when you're supposed to be dead silent during the thing. We were all laughing and joking around with him, and then the teacher said, "You better stop," and I said, "Dude, just stop," because I know what she's gonna do, just because. It wasn't our actual teacher. It was this fucking bitch who did special ed shit, and she looked like a Goliath. She was a ball. Like she was the girl that ate the bubble gum and became that giant blueberry. Like,
Oh fuck!
and she kept going,
Yeah.
"Hey guys, you better stop on the back." And so my friend kept going. I'm just like, don't, because I know what she's gonna fucking do. And he just kept going. And they said, all right, you're doing lunch detention tomorrow. And she was the same. This is the weirdest shit ever. She was the same teacher who went, you guys might see my toe. It's all bent up from me doing ballerina when I was little. She literally wanted to show fucking 7th graders her toe.
Oh, this was last year.
Yeah, like, I said that, you retard. But anyways, so she said, you're getting lunch detention, you're getting written up. Literally, we did not get written up, and we didn't have to go to lunch detention. Because usually they come up to your table where you are, and they say, all right, let's go. But then no one showed up. So I don't know if she has short-term memory loss or something.
She probably does.
Or she just didn't mean it because she's a
I'm
little
just
bitch.
dissing all of these teachers that I knew.
The bitchiest teacher I've ever
That was
had.
so fun. The fucking
Probably
thing,
a
though, with
mess.
that kid throwing the Chromebook. I could just imagine it, though. Just the kid walks in.
Was it a real lockdown drill?
It was a real drill, but like they turned off all the lights, but like they actually had like deans and flashlights going around. Oh, and something else in the same thing. This was like 2 weeks later.
You know,
we
the
were all
thing
still
is
cracking
we're
up.
not- Even if you tried to make our the classroom rooms dark in any school I was in, it would always be bright as hell still. So you could see every single child.
At my school, the computer classrooms were in the middle of each hallway. They were in the middle of the school, so there's no windows.
No! Yes! Yes!
So-
That's what I love.
Yeah,
Yes!
so
Wait, what
that's
was
what we
it?
had.
What did you say?
It's in the middle of the school, so there's no windows.
Oh
like
my
it's in the
God.
middle of each hallway.
I'm so
It's not
happy.
on the walls. The educational ones like math, reading, science are on
yeah.
that side, but
Everybody shut up for a second. Tanner, why are you so fucking happy?
I was scrolling through mod packs
I-
and I found a mod pack that has shaders on it.
Cool.
Okay.
All
So that same time. Okay, so I'm naming names on this one. Okay, this was my math teacher.
Kyle.
Nobody liked this guy. He was
Kyle.
like
Yeah.
be
I
quiet.
get you.
He was like ace
What, they
math,
throw him
right?
outside the school or some shit?
But like okay, nobody liked this guy.
Did you throw a Chromebook at him?
What happened is okay, so we were going to an assembly, right? And he was yelling at me before the assembly to get on my phone and do my work before we got back to class because I didn't do something. You know, I actually didn't do that thing I was supposed to do last night, you know, whatever. But I was doing it on my phone. I was like, you know, okay, so I'm doing it. Then when we got to assembly, it was like halfway through the assembly, and I was still working on it. Like he could see I was working on it. He came over and took my phone. He's like, "You can't work on it here." I was like, "You told me to," and he said, "Too bad." And he said, "Be quiet." And he took my phone, put it in his pocket, right? So you know, we go back to class afterwards, like 30 minutes later, and I asked him for my phone back to do my work because that's what he was supposed to do. He said, "Okay." I gave it to Mr. Miller. He was like our dean at the time. So I gave it to Mr. Miller. I'm like, "You sure?"
I knew it. He was gonna be a little snitch. I fucking knew it.
But I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure Mr. Miller has it? Because I didn't see you give it to him." He's like, "Yes, I'm sure. You can go ask Mr. Miller at the end of the day. Don't argue with me. If you even question me again, you're gonna get rid of." I'm like, "Okay." So I bugged my friend next to me. I was like, "Hey, could you call my phone real quick? I left my ringer on." So he calls my phone. My phone starts ringing in this man's pocket.
I fucking knew it.
And he just like I can't explain this. Like he just held the phone up like in
I
the
thought he
air,
was actually
and he
gonna be
looked
snitch.
away. No, he just looked away and held it up in the air. Like he didn't even say, "Come get it." Like I just walked over. I was like, "Do you want me to get it?" He didn't answer me. I picked it up, went back in the class. He failed me, kicked me out of his class, and never said a word to me again. I didn't even do anything wrong.
That was the worst.
is-
Oh,
thief
and then a year
strategy.
later, he got kicked out of the school for smuggling my money along with my principal. They both got fired.
Oh
my
my
principal's
God.
still at the Washington D.C. for
You know
federal
what?
charges along with
Jesus
him.
Christ.
You know
It
that
was
fucking
funny.
TikTok challenge? You know, like the what was your school
Is it just me?
scandal?
Wait, hold on. But I just want to pause real quick. Is it just me, or does literally every single in every school you go to, one of the teachers' last names has to be like Smith Miller or some shit like that?
Oh, my
Miss-
math teacher's name was Mr. Alves, by the way. If
I-
you're
I
watching
have-
this.
I had
You know.
Miss Smith as my math teacher last year.
Oh yeah, Mr. Alves, if you're watching
Hey
this, I want my
guys, I'll be
$10
back.
back. I want my $10 back. He stole $10 from me.
Your teacher-
Cameron
what the fuck
Drew,
goes
if
down
you
in
want
Florida?
to
God
watching
damn.
this, I want my fucking money.
Yeah, this teacher literally took money from me.
I
I
am
didn't like it.
back.
He was ace math, too.
You know what's so
I'm
funny? I
back.
was that kid who always had the gum packs or whatever. And last year, like
Everybody
at the
wants to
end
be your
of-
friend.
Yeah. No. It wasn't that. It was that. like I was already friends with these kids, right? And I'd always try to hide it from them, and they just like, and like no matter what I did, you would hear the little crackling of the fucking gum, and they'd all rush surround me like a fucking gorilla if I had a banana, like
Banana.
banana. It was so funny. And then the reason I always did it at the end of school is because like it. I don't know why, but the teachers like always say, "Oh no, you can't have gum," but literally they don't give a shit if you pull it out at the end of the day. So like, we always did that.
That reminds me of my one teacher. We had a teacher that would like always yell at everybody for.
You guys want to know another thing? Is that
Tanner, remember when we used to fucking smuggle gum in between classes? Like everybody in the whole last school.
We did.
It was practically like we were doing drug deals.
Yeah.
Hey Billy, you got the gum?
Yo, Billy, you got the good? You got the chewy stuff, you know?
You got my fucking wife, Billy.
So
That made no sense.
So in the same school, right? We had a culinary arts program years back, and they shut it down. And they put a math teacher in the culinary arts room, had like kitchens, stoves, refrigerators. This teacher was super strict on her rules. No phone, no food at all. Okay, and like everybody would try to like sneak food in. She would yell at him, write him up immediately. She was really strict about food. And then while we're doing our work, like halfway through the class, she'll go over to the stove and make like a pocket pot of macaroni or something, and just sit down.
Why do you have an oven? Why do you have an oven in your classroom?
It was an old kitchen. Like they repurposed it as like a math classroom. So like, but they shut down the culinary arts program. So this teacher would literally like go in her refrigerator, start cooking macaroni and cheese or something like that, and sit down and eat it in front of us. And then she would yell at us as soon as we pulled out any food. I was like, this teacher.
I mean, but
other
then
than that,
we
we were allowed to have,
I hate that claim of like where it's like.
Oh yeah.
Another thing was I hated this in first grade. Okay, listen, this teacher was great. Like anyone through elementary, all of my elementary teachers except for my third grade one, in my opinion, was great. So, our first grade teacher, like I don't know what was wrong. I don't know, like she was a great teacher. I don't think she'll ever, be better than any others from the top. But like every fucking afternoon when we were packing up, she'd just randomly take off her shoes, stinky ass fucking feet, and just plop them right on the desk as loud as she can. And one time I just fucking because my desk was like parallel to hers, so like we have eye contact, and because we'd always switch seats, so like one time I
smell pennies.
No, listen. And basically, one day she did it in the afternoon, and we would have to sit at our desks and when our bus, because they would call buses, and then you would have to walk down. And yeah. And whenever they called your bus, you had to put your chair up, and then you had to walk out. And then
Sorry, I got scared for a second.
And then what was it? Fucking
feet.
Come on, spit it out.
Yeah, so we were parallel with her, and she was doing her thing. I was like, oh shit.
So here we go again.
She takes off her shoes, and this time she does something different. She grabs the hand sanitizer. You hear her just go, wait, hold on. And you just hear her squirt the thing go into her hand.
Jesus.
And so she starts rubbing it together on her hands, and then she goes for another squirt. There go the feet on the desk, and instead she starts rubbing her feet up with the hand sanitizer. And you could see all the gook on her fucking soles. And I just look up for my desk, because I was just talking to my friends, and I look up for my desk, and my eyes are wider than ever before. That's the disgust I see.
Oh, Lord.
It was
Please
just
bless me.
It was her disgusting feet just covered in dirt. And
Hello.
I don't know why, but the disgusting, how disgusting it was, is just kept me looking.
I had something worse than that.
And listen, I don't know why. And then I don't know. I was, when you have like that thing where you're just like, you just start staring for no reason.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. And so.
And then you brought a cat.
And then she looked up at me. I'm like, oh shit. Start looking at my desk. So luckily, my bus was called right after. I was like, God damn, that's fucking.
I had something that happened like that. One of my substitute teachers. The substitute teacher never came back to my school. I wonder why. But she was like 80, right? She was really old. She came in with a walker, right? Like, I don't think you should be teaching her to walk. No, she didn't die. But she had this light green see-through shirt with nothing underneath. And none of the staff members pushed her. She was like 80, and like you could see everything.
Yes.
Dog, yes,
Oh.
it's underneath.
And
Oh,
I mean, we were all like middle school kids, right? So like, but
you got
this
horny
teacher,
too.
and I think no, another thing, but I think it was a dress, so she wasn't wearing like pants either.
Yes,
But, like,
sir.
you can see everything. She was like 80, so
Aw.
you didn't want to see.
20, 20,
She
make
was
it
gonna
20.
try.
And
No,
Yeah,
all right,
we
all
got a
right. That's
deal.
not something I was gonna say because I thought you were gonna say something else. But I had last year kind of the same experience. We had a really, really old teacher. She'd been teaching for like 30 years or something, and so
Did she die?
no, that everyone thought that though. And so basically, she'd always be really funny. Like everyone loved her because of how funny she was. And she would say like because our room was 208 or something, and she would always just start talking about her old timey days of stories and stuff, and we'd all just listen in because it was funny. And she would just say right before we moved on to the next class, what happens in 208 stays in 208, and everyone had to repeat it before they left. And she was just such a good teacher.
I had
But then
a-
all of a sudden, but then it was like after no. Yeah, it was like just before Christmas time, so kind of around now, a little later, and she's just started like going absent more and more and more, and we had substitutes, and then it came to the point where literally she was out so long, she was out for the rest of the year after Christmas time. Like after Christmas time, she never came back, and it became so long that they had to literally get a whole new teacher for that room, and it was so boring in there. The guy was sometimes funny because he was like 20-something years old, but half the time he just talked like this, and he was like, "Okay, so basically today we're gonna be learning about social studies."
Oh, yeah,
But literally everyone was just like, it was like, "Oh, she fell down the
Yeah.
stairs and killed herself." And then there were other ones like where I don't remember. But there was a bunch of rumors going around about how she died. And then we started doing online classes because of COVID. And she started posting on there. And we're like, holy shit, she's alive. And
So-
then, but another thing is that, I don't know why she said this one time, but one of her stories, she said, because she was doing some, like, I don't know, like, life lesson. And it was about, like, this friend she had where she became it was one of her old students, and they became really good friends when she became a teacher. And then after that, the original student told our teacher about how they just had a son or something, and then time went on and he got like to 13 years old, and he started hanging out with these really bad kids, and then one day they kept making fun of him, and he said, "You should go hang yourself." And the teacher said that the next morning, the original student walked up to the front of their house to find their son like hanging. I don't know why she told us that. We were all disturbed.
Interesting.
So I just found some old text messages with me and a friend. And
Oh no.
here, let me read them out loud here, since you guys were talking about teachers telling you stories. I put, "Hey, what Miss Teacher who likes to tell stories say in class today?" And my friend goes on about this teacher, talking about how when she was younger, her shoes didn't fit, so she had to raise money to buy shoes on the street.
Why is that funny?
And so I respond with, well, she told us about normal social studies things. Then she said that she had a story from her childhood and that she was going to tell it. The story, believe it or not, was the same exact story. Except for apparently she lied because the stories were completely different. She said that she had to raise, for my friend, she said that she had to raise money on the street as a kid to get shoes. But what she told us was that she had to beg her mom every day to buy her the most expensive shoes in the store.
God, what a fucking
Interesting.
prick.
So, Cosmics, I just
Yeah.
thought about something which I probably shouldn't say right now because this happened this year at my school. So this is my high school, right? So my high school,
I
they
thought
had
you were in
like
kindergarten.
I thought you were,
I thought you were dead.
Okay, so my high school, it's a pretty big high school, but they have golf carts. These teachers like spend their entire budget on these fancy golf carts, right? There's like 6 of them. And whenever they're in their offices and like going to classes, the deans just leave them out like, on the sidewalks and stuff, but they're, locked and turned off. But then some kid went around and started informing the rest of the kids that all of the golf carts use the same generic key that you can go pick up at Walmart for $5.97 for a replacement key for a golf cart. So this group of kids that was planning to leave the school, these seniors, they decided to take a golf cart and they drove it around the parking lot, running into teachers' cars. And they started trying to chase the teachers down on the golf cart, and they were like hitting trees and side metal things. They like dented like a bunch of cars. They ran into a glass door. And
So awesome! Do you like pay $1 million?
What happened? I just need to know.
That was funny.
What happens in Florida? Like, that is the future of a Florida man right there. Like,
oh yeah, they got suspended for 3 days and then came back.
You're telling me they got suspended for like 3 days and then something that like I don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
I got suspended for like a week when it was literally an outside school thing.
Yeah,
like it didn't happen.
Some chick punched me in the face, so I got 2 days suspension.
I suspended one day.
She got 1 day.
It's like no. This is how it works. It's like when it comes down to something like that, like where it's something minimal, and then the kid tells the mom. It just depends on whichever parent goes for the teacher first that wins the argument. Like that's just how it works every time.
It's a race.
Because the reason I got suspended for a week is because the other parent just literally said it straight up before any of us were able to say anything.
That is how this works. Yes.
In Florida, they don't even call the parents half the time. They're like, well, just don't come back for 3 days. We'll see you then. Have fun.
Yeah, tell your parents you're going out for some.
Yeah, tell your parents.
It was great because we didn't have to like do. When I got suspended, they told me I had to quote unquote do work and they were gonna post it. They never posted anything, so I just had a free week off.
Oh
yeah, that's literally the best thing about suspension. The teachers don't give a single fuck.
And you get like A+ when you come back.
Oh yeah, I remember. So in middle school, I got suspended for something for 3 days, which they later found out that I actually didn't do, which I told them I didn't do in the first place, and they took it off my record. But the thing was, they said, okay, well we're gonna mail you your work for these 3 days. So I was like, okay. So the day I left, okay, the 1 day goes by, no mail. Second day goes by, no mail. Third day goes by, my last day, no mail. Like a month and a half later, I get this little envelope from the school, and it says due tomorrow, which was like a month before. And they graded me for that. They're like, well, you didn't turn it in. I was like,
they didn't get
what?
I didn't get the work until a month later. It's December.
And that is something Florida will do. They really don't care. Like, okay, let's say you're a football player. If you're a football player, you can literally turn an assignment any day of the year and get it counted as 100. Doesn't matter if you're a football player.
Yeah,
you could literally.
No, it's not. That must just be your school, because that's not how it was like.
No, not only just with football players, any student. Just like you could go on literally a scavenger hunt for the literal same page, but with the answers on it, and you put every answer in, they just don't care.
Oh yeah, like, that happens to it.
You or anything. You had the lowest intelligence in the school.
Most of my teachers do this. They're like, well, if you go to the school's football game, I'll give you a free 100 for a test score. Half the kids don't even show up. They're like, raise your hand if you went. And everybody raises their hand. Okay, free test score, and you just pass the class off that one test score. That's it.
That's what my teacher did last year. Like, anybody go to the game last night? And everybody had raised their hand. They was like, 50.
It's funny because when I was little, I was always honest.
That's how I passed science.
I was honest with the teachers and everything because I was like that kid who was always like, you gotta be nice, but I was never that kid who was like, can I have extra homework? I was
Teacher's
just like,
pet.
Were you the kid who was like at the water
I was like half and half. I was like half and half. Now I'm like completely opposite. I don't want to be near the teachers. But when I was little, I was just like, I would always do what the teachers wanted. Like, if they wanted something due on this day, I would do it like the minute it was handed out. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
I've done that
speed
too.
run that.
yeah, and another reason I was like that is because my friends and I would always have a competition for like who's the smartest or like who can turn shit in fastest. It was always a competition when I was little.
Would you be the kid who was like 1, 2, 3? That's enough for me. Because I had like 3 of
No.
those kids at my school. And so this
No.
is in Ohio, right?
But
Our
wait, hold on,
teacher,
let me finish mine
the
real quick.
second day of
Let me finish
Alright,
mine.
alright.
Interrupted.
It's basically we had one of those things though where they said, "Oh, who went to the game?" And literally everyone raised their hand but me because I didn't go. And she was like, "Why didn't you go?" And I said, "I don't know." It's like everyone got into school.
Everybody's looking at you like, what are you doing? You're stupid.
I know, and that's because I didn't want to lie. I thought lying was bad, which it is. But
And now
I mean,
you
like,
don't?
but I thought if I lied, like I'm going to hell.
I mean, you still are, but
Yeah, I mean, I
Who
know
is
I'm
he
going.
going to hell?
huh?
Look who's talking.
What? What do you need, Mom?
I like
Let's
how
walk
Ni-
in my
I
room.
like how
Get out of my
NiZe-
room! I'm playing
I
Minecraft.
like how you haven't done anything this whole time, NiZe. Can you explain something to us? Can you say something?
I got suspended
wanna-
once for
I wanna
tackling
know.
somebody in the middle of class.
Yo, I bet you lost. The only way you
Nah,
won was
bro.
by falling on them with your fat
Would you have hit
ass.
him in the head?
Nah, bro, I literally tackled them onto like 4 desks, and I did all of this
Just
because
ramming
they
through
threw
all
a
the desks.
pencil. They threw a pencil at my head, and also I tackled them because my crush was in the room. Had to impress, you know.
I
you're
stabbed
sad.
myself with a pencil once.
Who
I've
did
done
it?
that. I've
Honestly.
done that so many
My
times.
my
God,
crush
you're
was
not
in the room as
cool.
You know
well.
what? Because I know something funny. You know how you get a paper cut, you kind of jump.
Dude,
You know what I'm saying?
there's-
No, I throw my hand across the room.
No,
I
Yeah,
cut it
my
off.
hand- the
No,
hand
I
is
cut it
so
off.
weird.
No.
On
So
the spot.
one time, our teacher was talking about like what we had to review or whatever in 6th grade.
And you cut your hand
For
off.
science, and I was closing my notebook or whatever, and when
And
I
you
was
cut
flipping
your
through one of the
hand
pages, no, I got a paper cut, and the
You
thing
cut
is,
your
I
hand
I
off.
usually just do a little jump, but the thing is I like here, I just jumped, like I jumped up
Ooh.
with my seat, I just went, and everyone stopped and looked at me. I was like, I'm sorry, god damn, I got paper cut, I'm bleeding, and. But that was funny. And another thing is, NiZe, when you were bringing up that thing where you shove like 4 desks. So we have this kid who's really fucking annoying. He's like that. He's a student's pet, but the same thing is like he tries to be a student's pet, but literally every teacher hates him. I mean, teacher's pet. And
That
so-
must be a really
and
bad
he's like
You're
an
so
Oompa. He's the
fucking
fattest Oompa
precious.
Loompa you'll ever see.
Have you
And
not
so-
seen me?
No, he's
talking about
literally so
NiZe?
he's like so short and he's wide. it's
Why
so,
Putin?
no,
I
listen,
can't
listen,
tell if we're talking about NiZe or not.
No,
Yeah,
no,
same.
we're not. We're not.
Oh, okay.
And he
I'll
always
just,
his voice doesn't change, so he sounds like this.
And so, we said
Hey, you haven't been streaming this Twitch or YouTube.
no.
Realize
This
that.
is just being recorded, and
Oh,
and so
I knew that.
Yeah,
I knew
retard.
and
I knew
so,
that.
Wait. And so I was always the one who put up the chairs at the end of the day in 6th or 7th grade. And, and
Right.
one day he just the reason I did it is because we got a piece of candy. So
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just
Interesting.
did it because of that. And I said, and so one of this fat kid and this other retarded autistic fucker. I mean, he wasn't autistic. I mean, he was cool at times, like when
he was
wasn't hanging-
slightly
No,
mentally
listen,
challenged.
no. So
You wanted
the
to
kid,
hang
No,
him?
he was cool. No, the kid who played with this kid was cool, but he was also just really fucking autistic whenever he played with the fat kid. But and so they
feel like I'm
they
getting
always
started.
want to listen. They always
David
play,
Hart
they
was-
always
get
play,
on the-
they always play tag and they run around the classroom through the little alleyways or whatever with the desks.
Alleyways, Jesus.
Well, you know how in like
Hey, Camden,
No,
you got
listen,
goods?
listen.
I got the
No,
I got
no,
the
listen,
pencil on me.
listen. So you know how they have like in movies they have each desk separated? That's what ours were like. And so he was running down the rows and he hit every desk and knocked every chair off. They literally had to make his bus wait so he wouldn't miss it because he was told to put every single one back up and fix the desk. Amazing. And the thing is, he was already exhausted after the third one.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
How do you get exhausted by putting up
I
your...
used to have. I used to
And
have
he would
to
always
put
try and
both
touch
those
everyone
up
with his
and run
greasy ass
to my
fingies. Like, he was so...
Fingies.
Exhausted.
Like, one time he tried to touch me, I just went... Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Slap him.
When Ho
No.
tries to
And
touch
then
you.
one time he got caught for, like, I don't know, I think he was chewing gum and he started crying, having a mental breakdown in the hallway.
I couldn't do it.
The kid's a literal baby. Oh my god, no
What a
wonder
fucking
his
child.
Just a tip to everybody. You know, in your classrooms, right? There's Ethernet ports. Most classrooms have. There's usually little outlets. They have 2 Ethernet ports on them for computers. If you stick a normal Ethernet cord, like one of those 6-foot ones, put one plug in the bottom and one in the top, it will crush your entire internet. I learned that because school servers can't register what's going on because it creates an infinite loop and it cancels out everything else. So a group of friends that I'm not going to disclose may have done that during an FSA test or whatever your state standard test is, and all the computers in the whole building is shut down. And then they were trying to fix it. When they were trying to fix it, they couldn't figure out what it was, and they accidentally shut off the building's
Dude, if I wasn't
power.
the one to do that, I would have been so mad only because, like, when it comes down to tests, I'm actually serious about it or whatever.
Yeah.
And if they
Yeah,
did
me
that,
too.
and if they did that to me, I'd fucking walk to the back of the classroom.
But the thing was when they were trying to fix it, they shut off the power, so like all the lights in the whole building went off, and you see like 10 seconds later the floodlights came on, these little weak floodlights in each classroom, and everybody got up and started running through the hallway. It was like chaotic. It took them like 2 hours to get all the kids back because the power was off, which means their intercoms were off, and they're like all the lights
Dude,
were off.
I'm about to do that
Was
when
everyone running out of the school or like?
Yeah. Oh, last week we had some guy that stole.
Chaotic in your school, apparently.
Okay, so I gotta tell you this. This
Like,
happened. This literally
school-
happened last
I
week.
honestly, not gonna lie, I'm kind of thinking slight of it's fake. Cause how are they gonna be able to
It's
put up
not.
with that shit? Like,
Well, my school's special. Okay, this is what happened last week. Okay, I'm being completely serious. Okay, literally, this happened last week. So next to my school is a park, right? You know, just a normal park, and people park their cars there. So halfway through school, some kids snuck out of school. Okay, that happens sometimes. They rode them up, but these kids, they decided to break into one of the cars using a gun. They robbed a guy.
Where the fuck
Okay,
did they
so
find the
and then
gun
they
from?
and then well, I don't know where they got the gun, but you know they must have had it throughout the school day. But then they robbed the guy and like took his car. And then, so the cops were called, you know, blah, blah, blah. And by the time they actually got the car moving, the cops were there. So they ended up having to drive back to the school, got out, and started running through my school with guns. And then we had to go to a lockdown because we had a school shooter. And then you should have seen it because, like, you know, we have all these procedures, like, in place, you know, all these protection procedures. You just see on the security cameras, the kids running down the road. Everybody walked down the Hungry Howies and like Dollar General. Some kids just walked home. Like we had kids running down the street, like the middle of the road, like just running. Like I mean, like the whole school. I mean, it was like something out of like a movie, like Jurassic Park or something. We had crowds of people running. I mean, like all the procedures that they try to like all these teachers try to put in place to protect us, and like you know how good they are about their procedures. It completely failed when there was actual real situation. This happened last week.
I'm just letting you know, if there were
Literally.
ever a school shooting at my school, I would just like. My first instinct would be go for the window. Just break the window or open it. I don't care how high I'm up. I'll fucking break a couple legs as long as I'm not dying. And I'm just going to run into the near... Because my school that I'm at right now is just surrounded by a forest. And I just go and hide in there. Like,
my school's right next to a fire station.
Yeah, mine.
There's like put out the fire, and then he starts shooting through all the windows with the water.
Oh yeah,
He's one shot. He's one shot.
Alright, so the best part of the whole thing was our only 2 SRO officers were on their lunch break.
This is why you need to move anywhere. If you're looking for education, don't come to the U.S. because you'll just have a school shooting every week.
I know.
Our SRO officers were on
This
lunch
is the
break.
5th
Both of them at
school
the same
shooting
time.
this week, and it's only Monday.
No, my school has literally had like 6 school shootings this year.
God.
Like this year, we're the center of crime in like the state.
Damn,
God,
they've caught
I
me
wanna
that
go to
much.
your house, dude.
It's tough.
God, you've literally created John Wicks in your school.
No, most of our teachers have like metal baseball bats behind their doors and stuff.
Why
Like,
not
I've
get
seen
an
a lot of
actual
them.
like fucking? If I
Yeah,
were
that's not gonna help. Like,
Is it
Why
Yeah.
not
yeah,
have an AK-47?
get like
fucking
get some
gun,
ninja
get a
sword
metal
or like a
baseball bat,
knife.
motherfucker. Guess who's winning?
They're
Me.
not allowed
I
to
got a
have
fucking
guns.
gun.
No, you gotta use
Now
a
a lot of our
knife.
teachers will
Gun.
deny that,
I got
but
a fucking baseball bat.
No,
You're gonna
use a
fucking
knife.
die.
Use a knife. Get a pocket knife.
they can't have knives or like guns or anything. So like,
John Wick movie.
but like, it's really funny because most of the teachers try to like hide the fact that they have like a baseball bat in their
I
classroom.
don't
They
have a
like put
baseball
it
bat,
put it
like-
behind the doors in the
Just, like,
closets. One of them
the
put it up on a
students is just
frame,
being really
Fucking
annoying.
look
Just
at that
picks up the
baseball
bat,
bat, man.
dung, over the head with it.
trying to make it as discreet as possible.
Don't look at that
But-
baseball, man. I swear to God, if you look at that baseball bat,
Nobody cares, Tyler.
bite your fucking
Dude.
Like, honestly, you sound weird as hell right now.
Uh,
And you wonder why you've been single for your whole entire life. God.
God, it's because
Another
as
thing
soon as
about
I
well,
turn
actually
16
about
is
relationships.
when I'm
real
gonna
quick,
start trying, you know?
I had,
Start trying if it's
listen,
trying.
I had
You've
my,
been
I had my
trying.
first girlfriend. She's watching
No.
the video. You can actually on my old videos, if you were an OG, you'd see them.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
we earlier this year during the summertime we ended 7 years. 7. I know I'm young, but like it was we thought like we literally when we first started out we were just like doing it as kind of like because why not? Cause
Yo, what's good, my Minecraft girlfriend?
No. Like, but actually, like,
Cosmix with a Minecraft girlfriend.
no, IRL. But we were doing it because it was just the popular thing when we were in our school or whatever. They just always be talking about, like, because it was that time in school, where, like, everyone's just like, oh, you're cheating on me? All right, well, then I'm going with Ryan. Like,
History
that
class
was what it was.
episode.
And then after time, we actually started, like,
Cosmic.
bonding and shit, so it went on for a while. And then
Cosmic.
it was just, like, and, it kind of sucked. But, if you're watching this.
Yeah.
like,
Haha, Cosmix. Haha.
You probably have never had anyone in your life, and you always try and get. You had that purple faced bitch on Fortnite that you wanted to get for your life. Like,
You mean Thanos?
she's gonna make the "I'm Blue" sequel or some shit.
I feel hurt. I feel hurt.
Look, it's
yeah,
Thanos from
No one
Fortnite.
asked you to make fun of my relationship that I was actually working.
Working. That was not work.
How? You weren't even
Only
a thing.
7 years.
But you can't do more than a fucking minute.
I mean, I can do a minute in 2 seconds.
No, you can't. We'll still had shit.
Better than what you said.
What?
Okay, so I guess we're gonna wrap this up shortly
yeah,
here.
we're gonna be
No.
wrapping up. We're gonna be wrapping up soon.
No,
You guys want to tell
why?
any final? You guys want to say any final stories before we end it?
Hey, yo, check.
Me no elbow Taco Bell O.
Shut the hell
What
up. I
about
don't
you,
speak
Charlie? You
Mexican.
So I used to,
Fine when we asked.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all right. I think we're done here.
No, we're not.
Just
No,
cut
we're
him
not.
off.
I'm just gonna
Seven,
cut out-
seven,
He was
seven,
about to tell his story,
Hey,
and Cosmic's like, I think we're done
Oh,
here.
well, he's not
That's
saying it. He literally said nice, cut him off, and said nothing, and then he said yes. I thought he was just fucking around. That's why I started. Do you actually have something or no?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Really? I was
Jesus.
trying to defend you here,
Yeah,
okay?
Okay, all right. We're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you everyone for tuning in
No.
to the podcast. And,
No.
Can you shut
Please
up?
subscribe and leave a like and subscribe to my
Yeah,
Minecraft video.
no.
Guys, like and
Subscribe.
subscribe for more Minecraft
Everyone mute.
videos.
Everyone mute, so I don't have to deal with your bullshit.
You guys want to watch my Minecraft videos?
NiZe. Alright. Thank you everyone for tuning into this podcast. Please subscribe to these guys. Their links will be in the description below. If they have a channel or social media, go check it out. It's pretty cool. And yeah, we'll be back with the next podcast whenever.
Follow my Twitch or I'll molest your kid.